You have to be tough, really tough, to make it in the animal kingdom. Right from surviving harsh conditions to fending off vicious predators, surviving as an animal is no easy task. However, in order to remain in the game, a few creatures have developed weird characteristics and behaviors. So join me as I take you through the weirdest things animals do. Number 7. Owls. Owls have the insane ability to swivel their heads at almost a full circle thanks to their flexibility and the fact that their heads are only connected by one socket pivot. Researchers at Johns Hopkins also found that owls have backup arteries, so when they turn their heads at extreme angles, they're still getting blood and nutrients when their blood vessels are cut off during the turning. Number 6. Crabs. Crabs may be able to intimidate other creatures with their claws, but if that's not enough, ghost crabs will growl at their enemies like a dog. However, unlike our canine friends, crabs make these fearsome noises using teeth located in their stomachs. There are 3 main teeth, a medial tooth and 2 lateral teeth, that are essentially elongated, hard, calcified structures. They're part of the gastric mill apparatus in the stomach, where they rub against each other to grind up food. Number 5. Starlings. Starlings are exceptional mimics, including mimicking human speech. Starlings are every bit as intelligent as other more common pet bird species and can learn to talk. European starlings are accomplished mimics, often copying songs or sounds of other birds and animals like frog calls, goats, cats, or even of mechanical sounds. Some people even think that starlings can talk better than parrots. Their ability of mimicry is so great that many a time, strangers have looked in vain for the human they think they have just heard speak. Number 4. Cowbirds. Cowbirds lay their eggs in other birds' nests, which means that the little ones eventually need to reconnect with their own kind when the time is right. And when that time comes, the young birds have a trick for figuring out who to reach out to. Juvenile cowbirds readily recognize and affiliate with other cowbirds. That's because they have a secret handshake or password. To put it more simply, they use a specific chatter call to beckon each other. The chatter call of an adult cowbird triggers something in the young bird's brain, kind of like a password. The chatter call guides the young bird in recognizing what species to identify with, even though cowbirds are fostered by as many as 220 different species. Number 3. Ringtail lemurs. So like most animals, lemurs compete with each other for scarce resources such as territory and food, among other things. However, ringtail lemurs have one of the most unique conflict resolution tactics of all animals: stink fights. Male ringtails have scent glands on their wrists and shoulders. The wrist gland produces a volatile, short-lived odor, while the shoulder gland produces a brown, toothpaste-like substance, which is much longer lasting. During conflicts with each other, male lemurs wave their tails and waft a fragrance toward their rivals, resulting in a smelly standoff until someone backs off. Number 2. The African buffalo. We've seen how these creatures are very protective of one another and will gather around to take care of young, vulnerable, sick, or elderly members of the herd. The African buffaloes are herd herbivores that often make group decisions about when and where to move. They in fact have an incredible model of democracy in the animal kingdom. When they're ready to travel to a new place, females indicate their travel preferences by standing up, staring in one direction, and then lying back down. The highest number of votes wins, and the head female leads the herd in the chosen direction. An interesting thing here is that only adult females have a say, which holds true regardless of a female's social status. And number 1, dolphins. We already know that dolphins are smart and extremely intelligent animals with close and complex social relationships, but did you know that they even have their own names? Scientists discovered a fascinating behavior that shows how similar these creatures are to human beings. Research has revealed that these marine animals use a unique whistle to identify each other. According to the research, individual dolphins have a unique whistle, called a signature whistle, that they often use in big group settings, like when several pods of dolphins meet at sea. A dolphin will respond when it hears the sound of its own signature whistle, repeating that whistle back in a way that seems to say, "Yep, I'm here. Did you call my name?" So what do you think? Which one of these did you find as weirdest of all? Let me know in the comments below. Hey, be sure to subscribe and like us. I'll see you next time on the channel. Until then, it's goodbye.